President Trump says his talks in Beijing today with the Chinese president went, quote, great, while China's leader had a blunt warning for the U.S. over Taiwan. Natalie Brand's at the White House with details on the high-stakes summit.
I'd now like to raise a glass.
President Trump at Thursday night's state banquet called Chinese President Xi a friend and toasted the importance of the relationship between the world's two biggest economies.
We had extremely positive and productive conversations and meetings today with the Chinese delegation earlier.
They started the day with an elaborate welcome ceremony, handshake, and lap around Beijing's Great Hall of the People before heading inside for the crucial summit.
China and the United States both stand to gain from cooperation.
With trade top of mind for President Trump, the White House says China agreed to buy more U.S. agricultural products. The U.S. readout of their meeting had no mention of Taiwan. But for China, it's the top issue, and Beijing warned that there could be clashes and even conflicts if not handled properly.
The U.S. intelligence community has assessed that the Chinese government isn't planning an invasion of Taiwan in 2027, but they're setting the conditions for reunification.
China has also expressed opposition to U.S. arms sales to the self-governing island. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, speaking to NBC News, says the U.S. position has not changed and warned it would be a mistake for China to try and take Taiwan by force.
From our perspective, any forced change in the status quo and the situation that's there now would be bad for both countries.
On the topic of Iran, the White House says President Xi agreed the Strait of Hormuz must remain open and that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
And here locally, gas prices have breached the $4 mark in both Rogers and Fort Smith. In Clarksville, that price sits around $3.98 on average a gallon. But according to analysts, there's a way to save at the pump as the prices continue to tick upward. While gas prices are considerably higher than last year, Arkansas is the 6th cheapest state to buy in the country. Despite that, many Arkansans are still feeling pain at the pump. Experts say to utilize reward programs, use delivery services to avoid using your car, plan your routes, and drive the speed limit.
If you're really speeding, you are burning gas at a huge pace. So you really want to keep it to the speed limit. Also, if you can check that your tires are properly inflated, that will also help you save gas money.
Experts also say to keep in mind sales at grocery stores to ensure you're getting the best deals. Well, in continuing coverage, Swarm Aero leaders met face-to-face with Fayetteville residents Wednesday night. This ahead of the company's appeal to the city council next week after its business license for its facility at Drake Field was put in jeopardy. City leaders encouraged the company to hold a town hall so community members could ask questions directly about Swarm Aero's plans in Fayetteville. People in the crowd questioned Swarm Aero about its development of drone technology for defense use and whether the company has been fully transparent with the community. At one point, the company's CEO said they should have started these community conversations sooner.
In full disclosure, it's something I wish I had done earlier. And now we're doing it today, and we're doing it as part of our process of really, truly being a part of the community.
City leaders have already said they're preparing for what could be a lengthy meeting next week. Well, you've probably seen them at airports across the country, people getting to skip security lines by paying for a service called Clear. Now it's available at XNA. With Clear, you keep your ID in your pocket and use Face ID to get through the first part of airport security. You enroll once and you skip the standard TSA line at all airports, all across the nation. It's creating 18 jobs at XNA, and workers called ambassadors don't just help you skip security.
Our ambassadors will be providing our Clear Concierge service, where you'll be able, on the Clear app, to book a Clear ambassador to help meet you curbside, get you checked in, get you all the way to your gate, or meet you at the plane and help get you and your family, your kids, your bags, your strollers, your car seats, all the way out to your car or to your waiting Uber.
Clear says it takes 2 minutes to sign up at their kiosks right next to TSA security. Well, happening today, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers will begin releasing water at Beaver Dam to evacuate flood storage and help downstream fisheries. They're asking people to stay away from where the water is being released due to high flow. They say the district must meet fish water requirements that started this month. They're coordinating with the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, and they'll open the conduct from 10 to 5 starting today. But it says periodic releases may continue after the flood pool is evacuated.